Welcome to the class, dear students. I am Priyanka Gupta and we are covering your English grammar book, Impact. Students, we are learning about nouns. This is your first chapter from the book and we are discussing about the functions of nouns. This is your fourth point and we will start with object of preposition. This is your fourth function of the nouns. So let's start and see what is object of preposition. Let's see. There are some points. Just here, many times noun comes after a preposition to show time, place, movement, etc. Clear? Many times you can see noun comes after a preposition. And with the use of preposition that shows time, place, movement, etc. And this word that comes after a preposition is always noun. Yes, this point is to be noted. Which words that come after a preposition are always noun. Okay, let's come to next. Many times a verb comes after a preposition. Yes, in some cases you see there is a verb after preposition, but then it functions as noun and is called verb noun. Yes, whenever a verb is used after a preposition, so that's why this is not a verb. This will be functions as a noun. Clear? See example, water animals are kept in. Yes, water animals are kept in aquarium. Kept in aquarium. This is your noun which is being used after in. And this is your preposition. Clear? Come to your fifth function. This is possessive. Some nouns do not perform any function. Yes, sometimes some nouns do not perform any function, but they possess some nouns which performs one of the above functions. One of the above functions means, like see here, time, place, movement. Okay, any functions. Clear? Look here, to show possession we use apostrophe, this is an apostrophe mark, and s with livings. Okay, it means living beings. Clear? And of with non-living things. Yes, whenever we are showing any possession with noun, so this time we will use apostrophe and s with living beings. But in the case of any non-living things, we will use of. Correct? Now there are some point to be noted. These are, we add apostrophe and s to all singular nouns. Yes, whenever we are showing any living beings who possess anything, so we add apostrophe and s to all singular nouns. Next, we add only apostrophe to plural nouns ending in s. Yes, which plural nouns are ending in s, we should use only apostrophe at the last. Come to the next. We add apostrophe s to plural nouns not ending in s. Yes, which plurals are not ending in s, that's why we will use apostrophe and s both of. Next, we add apostrophe and s to the last part of compound words. So, yes, if there are compound words, so you have to use apostrophe and s to the last part of the compound words. Let's some example. Child's dream. Yes, this is your singular noun. So, we are using here apostrophe s. Next, girls' school. Yes, this is your plural and ending with s. That's why we are using here only apostrophe with girls. Come to the next, children's vehicle. Yes, your children is also plural, but it is not ending with s. So that's why we are using apostrophe and s. Come to the last, my mother-in-law's car. Yes, my mother-in-law's car. So we are using here in the last part of the compound words, that is apostrophe s. Okay. Now come to the last function of the nouns. This is your calling names. To invite any attention. Yes, to invite any attention in writing or speaking, we call the nouns. Such calling names are written with how? Capital letters. Yes. Such calling names are written with capital letters and are not part of the sentences. Just like here, sir, madam, ladies, gentlemen. Clear? Now come to the last point. To show our emotions. Yes. To show our emotions, we add revered, respected, dear, etc. So students, your functions of nouns and also your first chapter is completed here. So we will meet with the next chapter from your book. Keep it up. Thank you.